Good morning. Tuesday, it's me, Emma, and it's the Hooping Chat. But oh my God, guys, honestly, I've just got to tell you what just happened to me. You know, you think you're all organised. You're like, yeah, I'm ready, I'm back. Oh my God, I wasn't. So I've just finished teaching online this morning. We taught 8 till 8:30. Well, it was meant to be. And I was teaching via Zoom, and I was teaching a booty bands full body toning class. Oh my God, right? I was in here trying to get ready. It's 5 past, I still wasn't dressed. I'm trying to get my leggings on. I've got a matching crop top under here, right? Which is, I love it, it's great. But I'm quite narrow here. And then I've got these, they are implants, by the way. Don't mind saying that, they are. Trying to get my crop top over my boobs this morning, I got stuck, right? So all my Zoom people are on Zoom waiting. I had the video off, it's fine. And I'm stuck like this in my crop top with it across my chest. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I'm stuck in my top. Has that ever happened to any of you? Sorry, I just needed to share. So there I am, trying to get onto my Zoom class to teach at 8. Anyway, but got on at 6 minutes past, so I think that was quite good. And I managed to get my crop top on and I taught my class. But, honestly, then, so as you can see my studio, I had a client here yesterday. I had both my reformers out, so I had to put my reformer away. So I was running around doing it. Then I couldn't find my booty bands. Honestly, that is my morning. So I just thought I'd jump on and say, you know it's like on social media, it's all like perfect princesses and everything's all, well, no, what you see is what you get. I'm not a perfect princess at all. But if you do come and join me, you'll be entertained as well as getting a really good workout. So I just thought I'd tell you about that. So that's been my morning so far. So I'm a bit like this because I'm like, what just happened? And then I got the booty band out, and it must be one that I haven't used before. It was so hard. So where I was trying to do this move where you had the band under your leg and you're doing like this, my band wouldn't move. It was so rigid, and I was like, oh my God, I can't even do it. But anyway, there you go. So that's my morning. I'll calm down, I'll take a breath, and I'm about to do the hoop and chat. So I'm going like that, but you can't see. My hoop is on the wall here. So I'm going to take that down. I'm going to do the hoop and chat away with you. So I hope you're ready. All right? Now, I was talking to you yesterday, if anyone watched, and we were talking about Stranger Things. And I was trying to not give any spoilers away. But what I didn't realise is that I still had one more episode to go. So I was talking about, if anyone watched it, I was saying yesterday, if you know, you know. Why did they keep talking for so long? Why didn't they just run? Not realising that I had another episode to watch that I watched yesterday. So I am now caught up with Stranger Things, ready for New Year's Day. So are any of you watching it? Any of you watching Stranger Things? Or have you got bored of it and you don't watch it anymore? I don't normally watch things in real time, like Game of Thrones. I watched Game of Thrones, well, I started watching it when the final season was out. So I literally binged watched years worth of Game of Thrones and then got caught up. So yeah, so this is really unusual that with Stranger Things I'm up to date. Anyway, let's hoop, shall we? So this is a Power Hoop Deluxe. This is a weighted hula hoop. I normally do this when I'm talking to you because I find it much easier to chat away with you when I'm doing something. Also, I like working my core, so I'm going to do this if I can. So I'm going to pop my hoop on. I'm going to place my hoop on my lower back so look, it is in contact. I'm going to take one leg forward. I'm going to turn the hoop away, but it's in contact with my body. Watch this back hand. My core muscles are like zipped up. I push and I move my hips forward and back straight away. Did you see that? That's how you launch your hoop. So using this is fantastic. So it's clinically proven to help reduce your waist to hip ratio. So especially if you're a person that does carry a little bit more weight around your middle, you're going to get even more benefit from this. I don't particularly carry my weight so much around my middle. Mine's more bum and thighs, but this is fantastic for working my core. So I'm like, do you know what? Yes, please. You wouldn't hoop if you were pregnant. You wouldn't hoop if you've recently had a baby. You wouldn't hoop if you have degenerative disc issues or prolapsed discs, etc. And you wouldn't hoop if you're on blood thinning medication. You would hoop if you want to work your core. You would hoop if you want to help massage your digestive system. You would hoop if you want to add simple daily movement to your routine. And you would hoop just because it's fantastic. So there's a few reasons why you would, but a few little contraindications why you wouldn't. You can get lots of different hoops, by the way. There's loads on the market. The only reason I always say which one I'm using, I've been using these for 13 years. So I feel it's quite safe to recommend them because they're great. I haven't got the weighted inserts in here. I'm using the natural weight of the hoop. I couldn't hula hoop as a kid. You know, like the normal children's hula hoops, they're very light, aren't they? I can actually use one now, but I could never hula hoop as a kid. As an adult, this is fantastic because it's weighted. As I'm pushing, the momentum of my movement and the weight of the hoop pushes it round, so it's a lot easier to keep the hoop up. So that might be just something you might want to be aware of. Oh, let me just put a timer on. When you're hooping, a few things that can happen. Number one is trying to keep the hoop up. Some of you'll just do it, others it's really, I found it really hard. Honestly, it was terrible. I could not keep the hoop up, but it's practice. So trust me, you'll get it. And it's the launch that makes the difference. So just give it a go. Don't get frustrated with yourself if you can't keep it up. It is hard initially. Although my daughter hoops and she just stood there, didn't even look like she moved, and the hoop was just moving effortlessly. Whereas me, nah, not so much. As I said at the beginning, I'm definitely not your perfect princess. I'm very much what you see is what you get. Some of you will love me and some of you will be like, oh my God, that woman. If you're thinking, oh my God, that woman, I'm definitely one of those people you will scroll past. You don't need to say anything horrible, just scroll past. If you think, oh, she's quite funny, stay for the entertainment. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of, I chat away to you because I think you need to get to kind of know what I'm like. This is me. But in the noise, there's normally quite a lot of information about women's health, fitness and general wellness because that's what I specialise in. I do train men as well, more than capable of training men, but us women, oh, we're a fascinating mix of hormones and emotions, you know, and I think that's why when all medical research and that was initially done, it was always done on men because it's a much more simpler vessel. Whereas women, oh, we are so amazing but so complicated. I mean, you think about it, some of us, not everybody, because not everybody's body does it and not everybody wants to do it, but some of us, we are able to create another human within our body and squeeze them out. If you actually think about that, I must admit, as I'm getting older, it seems more and more gross, if I'm honest. But, you know, it's amazing, isn't it? You think about our hormones and everything. It's fascinating. The only problem is, for a lot of us, I mean, I turn 55 next month, is all those amazing hormones that are thriving, when you start getting to 35 onwards, they start going, whoo! Some people go through that smoothly and it's all easy. And some people, it's like a roller coaster journey of highs and lows and a lot of twists in between. That's the only problem. And what happens are what we did when we were younger, like not eating properly, not sleeping properly, not hydrating properly, not looking after ourselves, comes back to haunt you as you get older. Now there'll be some of you that'll be looking at me going, that's a load of rubbish. I've gone through perimenopause and didn't even notice. And for you, my friends, I'm like, well done. I am so happy for you. I must have got your share of the crap. So I went into early menopause at 34. It was a bit of a nightmare. The doctors would not listen to me. I had 10 years of perimenopausal hell where I do not know how I stayed married to my husband. I genuinely don't. Between my mood swings, my insomnia, my hot flashes, to hot night sweats actually, that would soak the bed, to serious loss of libido, like I mean, gone. Nothing there at all. To drying up like the Sahara Desert, some of you will know what I mean, to my hair thinning and falling out. I mean, oh my God, I had just about every, actually there's two I know I didn't have. I didn't get tinnitus and I didn't get nosebleeds, which some people get. I did get vertigo as well. I mean, I swear to God, how can your body turn against you? Some of you will be listening, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and some of you will be like, really? Oh, that's not good, is it? No, it's not. So, however old you are, whoever you are watching, it's never too soon and it's never too late to look after yourself. Right, I need to start hooping the other direction. I just realised I haven't changed yet. When you stop, you just put your legs together and let the hoop drop. I'm going to catch the hoop and used to it, all right? Right, I'm going to hoop the other side. Watch the launch. You ready? Put the other foot forward, hoop on, turn, keep the hoop in contact with the body, push with this backhand, move my hips forward and back. Did you see? Yeah? So I'm not wiggling side to side, I'm pushing my hips forward and back. All right, there you go. And you must hoop each side. Yes, I know it's going to be easier one side than the other, but you still need to hoop both sides over it. You'll end up bent over like a banana. Right, so back to the whole hormonal situation. Your hormones, even when you go through it, so technically I'm a post-menopausal woman now because I have had my last period, I don't know, years ago. However, you still have your hormonal fluctuations. Your hormones don't just go completely, they're still in there somewhere, just some of them are more than others. So you still tend to go through a cycle. So even things like when people weigh themselves, I really hope that anyone who's listening to me, you're not weighing yourself every day. I really hope you're not. Why would you do it to yourselves? I really don't know. But we get caught up in these things. And especially after Christmas, where you've probably, I don't know about you, I did, Christmas Day was really good. The only thing, I had four orange creams, because they're my favourite, and I had a tiny bit of red velvet cake. That was it, like treat-wise, other than my dinner. That was it. And I was like, oh, doing all right here. And then I don't know what happened, but Boxing Day and beyond, oh my gosh, I feel like I've eaten my body weight in chocolate. I swear to God, honestly, I have got a really sweet tooth, and the trouble is, once you start, it's quite hard to stop, isn't it? I don't know if you find that, but I do. Some of you will be like it with crisps or cheese or alcohol. I'm like it with chocolate. That's my, that's my thing, unfortunately. And then we feel the pressure building. Oh, January, New Year, New You, and all that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got caught up in that over the years as well. And suddenly you're like, oh no. And you weigh yourself. Why? Why would you do it to yourself? Don't do it. Don't do it. And then you get some people start weighing themselves every day. So where I was going with this was, we follow like a 4-week cycle, women. That's kind of how we go. So if you do have to weigh yourself, I don't really think you should, but if you have to, look, I've got those biometric scales, so I use them for not just body weight, I use them for like bone mass, muscle mass, all that sort of thing, yeah. How accurate they are, who knows, but that's what I use mine for. You should only weigh yourself, realistically, in like a 4-week cycle, like week 1 and week 4, really, because you're going to fluctuate daily, weekly. That's just what your body does. You could weigh yourself in the morning and then weigh yourself half an hour later and be completely different. It can depend if you've been to toilet or not. It can depend how much you've drunk or not. It can depend if you weigh yourself first thing in the morning to last thing at night on the same day. So don't do it. Don't get caught up in that cycle. If you want to just generally check where you're at, do it once every 4 weeks. Don't weigh yourself anymore. The most I ever do, and I do this sometimes with my PT clients and that, is I set something we do it every 2 weeks. So you get that start point, the middle point, and then back to where it should be again. And we do that just because it's part of measuring our metrics, that's all. But logically speaking, for most normal people, if you have to weigh yourself, do it once every 4 weeks at the same time of day, wearing exactly the same clothes or no clothes. It's up to you. So if you have to, do not punish yourself getting on the scales daily. Just don't do it. Life's too short to worry about these things, honestly. It just is. And to be fair, if I'm absolutely truthful with you, I am about 11 pounds heavier now than I was this time last year, because we moved to Norfolk a year ago, and in that time I've had more cake than I've eaten in my entire life, I think, in the last year. Now, I do need to rein that in, because, not necessarily because I'm 11 pounds heavier, but because it doesn't really agree with my stomach. So anything too sugary, we shouldn't be eating anyway. It ages us much quicker on a cellular level, from the inside as well as the outside. So reducing sugar content intake, there you go, I've got the word out, is a very positive thing to do anyway. So like alcohol, sugar, all of that, all the things unfortunately we really enjoy doing, but we shouldn't because they don't actually help your body, all right? I'm not saying don't have a bit of birthday cake on a birthday, of course you should. But generally speaking, I was getting to the point where I was eating cake like quite a few times a week, like seriously. Bit of comfort food going in there. And although I love it, I'm very sweet tooth, I was probably using it as a bit of an emotional crutch, if I'm truthful, because there was so much change in my life. Although it was good change, change can be scary, can't it? Do you agree? I mean, you might not. You might be listening to me thinking I'm absolutely off my nut, mental. But I think it's important to talk about these things because people don't talk about it. And, you know, we made the change, we did a massive move and it's been fantastic and I love it. But it's hard to make change. It really is. And we get into comfort zones, and taking yourself out of comfort zones and doing something different can be scary. It really can. Anyway, that leads me into where I'm going with this. So, number one, don't torture yourself by weighing yourself every day. Just don't do it. Number two, do not put yourself under so much stress and pressure with the whole new year, new me thing. Don't do it to yourselves. Look at it differently. Every day is a fresh start to look after yourself more, all right? You haven't got to suddenly throw every bit of food that isn't nutritionally amazing in the bin. You just need to try and regulate it and calm it down. I am a little bit all or nothing. I have to say that's kind of in my personality, so I have to be aware of that as well. Go in with a more general, think about what you want. What do you want from life? If you're one of those people like, oh, here we go, I've got to lose weight again. Oh, I've got to diet again. I've got to start exercising again. That's the bit. That's what we need to change. We want to feel good. We want to be fit, strong and healthy for life. We want to be mobile. We want to have longevity and quality of life. We don't want to be living till we're like 100, be stuck in a chair in a corner like a little vegetable, do we? No. I want to be fit, strong and healthy. If I can look fit, strong and healthy as well, added bonus, because who doesn't want to look good? Of course we do. Be a liar if I said I didn't. But I have changed how I view things. So my little bit to you is, do it gently. Don't put yourself under pressure, because you know what you do? You raise your cortisol levels, your stress hormone. Now, don't get wrong, we all need stress hormone, but you don't need an excess of it, because that's where you start getting midsection weight gain, even when you're doing everything right and you don't understand why. It's your stress hormone. So we need to not stress ourselves out. We need to be consistent and flowing and just keep going. So it just becomes part of life and it's wonderful. And I'm here to help you. So instead of go hard or go home, new year, new you. No, come and join me if you want to. I will be here talking to you. When I do this, I just chat away to you. I'm doing a Zoom, we're doing like a Zoom goal setting and mindset on Sunday. I'm doing that, it's free, there's no hard sell, we're just doing it. So if you want to do that, come and join me. Then I've got 2 things launching, well actually I've probably got 3. There's always classes, whether they're face-to-face or online, I teach most days. I do little short courses as well, because some people want a little bit more. So the one that's starting soon is the January Jumpstart, a wellness reset. And it's just 2 weeks of guiding you into getting back into a nice routine, gently. It's 3 classes a week. There's a daily top tip where I coach you, give you some mindset advice, just 1 thing a day for 2 weeks. Maybe you want to come and join that. Oh, and there is an early bird actually, and that's until tomorrow. So if you want to know any more about that, either have a look on my page or just drop me a message and I'll tell you about that. And for those of you who are fed up with yo-yo dieting, yo-yo exercising and want a bit more commitment, at the end of January, so I've always called it Project You, but this time I've changed it slightly because I want you to be aware that it's not just about exercise, it's about a whole thing. And so we've called it the Steady Reset, and it's 12 weeks of your exercise program, addressing all the pillars of health. We're going to go into sleep and stress and hydration and nutrition and mindset. So that might be something you're interested in. But you can go and have a look for yourselves. You'll see it, it'll be on my main bit, be in my bio, it'll be on my website, or you can just message me and ask me. But the main thing, this main message that I'm talking to you about is don't cause yourself more stress. Don't put yourself under that, you know, put yourself under so much pressure. Just try and relax. This life we live, it goes so fast. It really, really does. And I want to be here to support you and motivate you and guide you so we live our best lives. We don't emotionally eat or rely on alcohol to get us through the day. And we just find a better way, and that our bodies thrive and our minds are clear and that we feel fantastic. Because let's be honest, we're not really here that long. You know, I'm standing here talking to you like a month and a day of being 55, and I'm like, wow, how on earth did that happen? You know, how? I don't know. Now, I'm just going to have a minute. Look, Harley on... Hi. Oh, I think Harley, my little nephew, is on TikTok. Is that my little Harley? I think it is. If it is, hello, my darling. I hope you had a lovely Christmas. If he's still there, that is. Thank you for watching this morning. I do talk to you ever such a lot. I really, really do. But the message in what I'm talking to you about, it's important to make sure you're all okay, to make sure you're happy, and to encourage you, because like I said, life, it's short, it goes really, really quick, and we don't want to be stressed, we want to be super happy. So if that works for you, give me a little like, a thumbs up, a little love emoji. If you want to know anything more what I was talking to you about, drop me a comment or send me a message, and I really look forward to seeing you soon. And as that was my little Harley, hi my lovely little Harley, that's made my day, it really has. I'm not sure he wants to listen to stuff about hormones, but I'm really pleased he's there. Right, guys, I'm going to go now because I really need to eat my breakfast. I'm actually starving now. It's Tuesday, isn't it? There's a class tomorrow, so if you fancy joining me tomorrow, it's just half an hour, 8 to 8:30. Then we're off for New Year's Day, and then I'm back on Friday at 9:10 to 9:40, so just half an hour classes. If you fancy coming to join me via Zoom, I'd love you to join me. That'd be really nice. But other than that, enjoy the last little bit of 2025. It's been a tough year, I must admit. Between me and my family, we've lost 3 parents. We've lost 2 dads, a mum. I've lost 2 dogs. My daughter's lost a hamster. It's been a bit of a harsh one, but we're here and we can thrive, and we're going to go into 2026 happy and healthy, or at least I'm going to do my best to help you. Right, bye guys, take care, see you all soon. Don't forget,